Good morning. Something that I want to share with you today is something that's really close to my heart and something that I myself am struggling with at the moment. So it's the disappointment of finding out that you're not pregnant yet again, and the feelings that go along with that and how to deal with those feelings when often it's not appropriate to, in our culture, it's not something we share with those who are closest with us. Often are only sharing this information with people on the internet anonymously because we don't feel like we can share the disappointment about losing a baby that we never really had. So today I want to talk you through the 3 things that I try to focus on to bring me back from that crazy place of why is it not happening yet again. And hopefully that it helps you find a little bit more peace along your journey towards becoming a mum, whether you are one already or not. Because I think that's what it's about. It's not about fixing it. I don't think I'm going to fix it. I think a baby will fix it. But I think it's about making it a little bit easier for you along the journey. So my number 1 tip is to allow yourself to grieve. So even though it's not a physical loss, it feels like a loss. So we have these expectations and these hopes and these dreams around this baby that we're trying to conceive. And so when that doesn't happen, it feels like a loss. Our body doesn't know any different to feel that loss than losing a real baby. So I'd like to invite you to give yourself a day or a couple of days to grieve. When you have your period, it's the perfect energy anyway. You want to withdraw, you want to hibernate, so tap into that. Veg out on the couch, take yourself to bed, watch lots of sad movies, cry, whatever you need to do to feel okay and to feel like you've processed it, to get that grief out. Allow yourself to experience that and then allow yourself to move on. Because sometimes if we don't allow ourselves to grieve, we can't move on. We get stuck in that feeling of resentment and the sadness turn to anger. Why aren't I pregnant again? Okay, so if you can allow yourself to deal with them in the sadness space, if you need to get angry, shout, carry on, I don't care if that's your way of grieving, but let it go, get it out, because then you can move on to a more positive space. My second tip is about feeling grateful for what you do have. And I know this is really hard to do. I know when you've got sisters and friends and the girl down the street who didn't even want to get pregnant, getting pregnant when you are trying everything, it really sucks. It feels like shit. You're probably feeling angry and resentful. But if you're in that space, you're just building up your stress levels and you're just building up the negativity in your body. And I hate to say it, but that is not the place to build a baby from. And that is not the ideal environment in your body to conceive a baby, because your body thinks stress, well, I can't get pregnant. It thinks that there's something going on, there's a famine or there's a war, and it won't bring new life into that space. So you need to somehow deal with that resentment and anger. And the place you do that is with gratefulness. So if you can be grateful for what you do have, look at the positives in your life. Use this time to enjoy having time with your husband or your partner and try to stay positive. I know it's hard, but if you can do that, you're going to create a better environment in your body, a better peacefulness and calmness in which to conceive that baby. And my third tip is to really stay active in your life. Waiting really sucks, but inactive waiting is the worst. So that one where you put your life on hold and you just think of everything as when I'm, and it's like a year can go by and you haven't actually lived because you've been putting it off until baby arrives, or you might be pregnant so you can't do that. Please stop that. Please keep living your life. Keep doing all the wonderful things that you were doing before this baby even became a possibility. Enjoy what you have now, and I guarantee that road to becoming a mum is going to be a lot more enjoyable for you, for your partner, and it'll be even better when Bub arrives. I hope those 3 tips help. I know it's a really hard journey, but give yourself the time to grieve. Try and focus on what you're grateful for and stay active in your life. Thanks for joining me, and namaste.